Good morning, students. This is Dr. Sunita Yadav, and today's this video is about paper second of BA part second, and the nomenclature of the paper is prose and fiction, and I'm going to give you videos or I'm going to give you study material regarding the prose part of it. The prose part consists of short stories and essays. There are 5 short stories prescribed for your syllabus and there are 4 essays. Let me tell you, the name of the book is Pointed Vision, written by Dr. Usha Bande and Krishan Gopal. And the 5 stories in your syllabus are Three Questions by Leo Tolstoy, The Refugees by Pearl S. Buck, Under the Banyan Tree by R. K. Narayan, That Pugly by D. R. Sharma, and Am I Blue by Alice Walker. So today I want to talk about the first story that's given in your syllabus, and it is The Three Questions by Leo Tolstoy. Now before we go to the story, one thing which I want to tell all students of literature is that introduction is very important. Very important as a part of your answer, as well as very important when you are reading a text. So before you read a text, please make sure that the introduction which is given at the beginning of the chapter, or sometimes towards the end also we get an introduction to the author, please first go through it, because then that will put that story in a perspective for you. For instance, when we read the story Three Questions by Leo Tolstoy, so before we read the story and before we go to the significance of the story, the characters of the story, the plot of the story, we should first know who Leo Tolstoy was and what was the background to the story that he has written, and then the story must have been so important, or he must be carrying so much importance even at this time, so that we are reading that story even today. So for example, this story, Leo Tolstoy, and I'll be reading this introduction from the text itself, and that will give you a perspective of what is the how important an introduction is to a piece of literature. So it says, Leo Tolstoy, 1825 to 1910, the Russian novelist and short story writer, is one of the greatest figures of world literature. He is loved and revered. Revered means respected. So he is loved and revered as much for his powerful writings as for his deeply religious and spiritual outlook. So now we have two things about Leo Tolstoy. On the one part, he is an author, and on the second part, religion and spirituality are a very major input into his writings. Born into an aristocratic family. So he was not born in a poor family. He is born into a royal family, into a rich family, the aristocratic family. Tolstoy led a life of dissipation till 1876. Dissipation means because he was so affluent, because there was so much of money in the house, so much of wealth all around, then he was very extravagant. He did not care much for money that time. So a life of dissipation is a life of extravagance. But in 1876, when he came to realize its futility is uselessness. He realized that there is no point living a life of so much wealth and richness. A person should live for some values of humanity. You should live a life of compassion, a life of pity and sympathy for others, a life of connecting with other peoples who are deprived, rather than just wasting money which you have in your own prosperity or in your own materialism. So he realizes the futility of this extravagance that he was indulging in. That was a time when he passed through an intense spiritual crisis and arrived eventually at intellectual conclusions which involved moral and ethic uprightness. Moral and ethic uprightness is that there are certain values which every human being should follow, because he is one creature who can actually feel those things or he can understand these things all around him much more in a different way than the other creatures on this planet. So uprightness is when you are living up to some set standards. So uprightness, no non-resistance to evil. If something evil is happening around, you cannot be non-resistant. You have to resist, you have to go against, you have to speak against those evils which are around you. There should be love of God, and most importantly, there should be love of humanity. So see, when we are reading all this about Leo Tolstoy, so when we go to the main story and study that story, we will realize the impact or the thought behind that story. So he made attempts to renounce his property. Renounce is to give up. Because then he realized that this property is not important. What is more important is what kind of a human being I am. So he wanted to know how he can give away this property of his, and diverted his attention to spirituality, his prophetic powers. Prophet is a person who can foretell. Prophet is someone who can be your spiritual guide. So he had those spiritual powers in him. So his prophetic powers raised him to such a level of repute. Repute is again respect. So to such a level of respect that the imperial government, imperial is the king, because there was kingship that time. So his prophetic power raised him to such a level of repute that the imperial government did not dare interfere with him. Did not dare interfere is that people all around him started respecting him so much, and the writings and his act, his benevolence, his generosity it had impacted so many people that even when he was going against the rules of the kingdom, king did not have he did not have the courage to go against Leo Tolstoy. So his prophetic powers raised him to such a level of repute that the imperial government did not dare interfere with him, though they censored his books. Because why was the book censored? Because, as you know, kingdoms are usually autocratic. They are monarchy. There is a single rule, and that rule has to be followed by everyone, whatever the outcome of that rule. It may not be in the favor of humanity, but because the only thing that imperial government could do was to ban his books, censor his books. And look at the influence of Leo Tolstoy. His philosophy of truth, non-violence, non-resistance to evil, and love of humanity impressed and influenced even Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi, when he came to India from South Africa and he practiced civil disobedience, when he practiced non-violence, when he practiced ahimsa and truth, what was behind it? The stories, the writings, the philosophy of Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy's main work are War and Peace, 1865 to 72, Anna Karenina, 1875-76, The Death of Ivan Ilyich, 1884, The Kreutzer Sonata and Resurrection. Of Confession is an autobiographical description of his spiritual crisis. Now, the most important part, which should be, the sentence should there be in your answer. His Tolstoy writings display his great moral conviction. Conviction is when you are convinced about something. So his great moral conviction, eye for realistic details. He looks at things very real, very objectively he looks at things. And visionary power. Visionary power is when you can look into the future. The power of looking into the future is known as visionary powers. His short stories are intensely imaginative, didactic. Didactic is a story which carries a moral, like parable. Didactic in tone, and convey his philosophy in simple diction. Diction is language. Now, so this brings me to the end of this session of introduction. So this is this is a very brief introduction to Leo Tolstoy. So when you're writing your short answers or when you're writing your references to context, this introduction, these lines can come very handy for you. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Now in my next video, I will taking up this first story of Leo Tolstoy, 3 questions. Thank you.